this fresh hay bale.
When you get Jumanji on iTunes, you can pick your player.
Pick my player. Pick me.
Hello, guys. What's going on? Happy Thursday, my friends. It's Thirsty Thursday. Let the drinks flow. What's up, Polsh? Good to see you in here, sir. It's gonna be a good one today. You're just in the middle of a break between cardio sets. Nice, dude. Watching me cook while you're at the gym. Love it. I guess that gives you some pretty good motivation, hey? That was always my motivation when I worked out. I was like, if I burn this many calories, I get to eat this later. So it always pays off. Get that cardio, dude. All right, menu today is for one of my viewers who got a top cheer a couple weeks back. Their name is Booper08. I hope they can be with us today. I sent them a message earlier, so we'll see if she pops in or not. 10 minutes of rowing twice a night, 4 times a week. Nice. Yeah, that's all you need, dude. 20 minutes, that's lots. Most people overdo it with the cardio, and that actually sets them back more than it is beneficial for them. So yeah, keep the cardio quick, and I'm sure you'll see lots of progress. How's the book also, by the way? Were you finished it yet? Chicken fettuccine Alfredo. Doing it my way today, like always. So first thing we have to do is make our fettuccine pasta up. Obviously just the pasta dough to start, and then it has to rest for a little bit. Gives us a little bit of time to prep some other stuff. And the timeline, I think, would be about 2 hours to make this if you're doing everything from scratch. if you're not going to make the pasta, then it definitely takes a lot less time. Probably less than an hour. But since we're making the pasta dough, we're going to roll it out. And then we have to prep the other stuff. Probably it's going to take me a good 2 hours to do all this. Nice. That's good, Polish. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Hi, but hello, madame. How are you doing today? So 1.5 hours probably total to make the pasta and then have it cooked by the end of it. And about 15 to 20 minutes to cook our chicken today. I have boneless breasts, but I kept the skin on. And then I also have 2 chicken legs, full bone in with the skin on too. So a lot more flavor this way. And I'm gonna cook the chicken separate from the sauce so it stays nice and crispy. I'm doing great, but went for a good little walk this morning, had my tea like always, and now we're here. Did some fun exploring down by the river by my house. The geese were getting mad at the dog. It was hilarious. All right, and last thing we have to do, probably it'll take about 10 minutes to make our Alfredo sauce. Not long at all. Super simple sauce. I honestly don't know if I've ever made it properly in my time, but today we're gonna do my own little variation of it. Kind of a mix of a couple different recipes that I found online, and I think this will work the best. And then lastly is our Italian chopped salad. So keeping it nice and fresh today with the salad. Viali, whoa. Tristan, hola. Just a sec, I need to figure out what this dog was doing. What are you doing? Guys, give me a sec. I think I have like a courier or a mail delivery person coming to the door that I'm gonna have to answer. So just hold tight. Posh, let me know. Where's your notification? What you mean? What you mean, Viali? Crazy stuff, guys. Crazy stuff, but we're here. You guys protesting? Did you sub, Viali? Chief, I see you're in here. Thanks, bud. I also missed Van Isle Handyman's sub or resub yesterday. Oops. I'm bad sometimes. I'm sorry. Oh, what we got. So we actually just ordered a couple of bar stools, extra ones for this weekend, because we're having about 10 people over and we were short a couple of chairs. So decided to just grab a couple more and then we're good to go. Okay, order of prep today. Let's get back into this. We're gonna make the pasta dough first, and then we're probably gonna rest it for up to 45 minutes. I find that the last couple times that I've made this dough, it's definitely benefited from it resting longer than 30 minutes. So we're gonna do 45. It's gonna give us quite a bit of time to do things in between that. Hi, Chief. What's up? What's up? Tristan got new car seats. Oh yeah, new seats everywhere in the house. And while our pasta dough is resting, we're gonna grate up our cheeses for our Alfredo sauce, chop our parsley up for our pasta garnish, and wash our lettuce. Probably by that time the pasta will be done. Otherwise, we'll just continue on prepping the salad for later. And then we're gonna roll out the pasta. It will probably take me a good half hour to do that. And once that is done, we will finish our salad. We are making a homemade dressing for this today. It's gonna be really, really tasty. And lastly, we have to season our chicken up and then cook it. I'm gonna do it on the pan or in the pan on the stovetop to start, and then finish it off in the oven so that the skin gets really, really nice and crispy. History lesson, yes, coming up right away, Chief. Pictures of the seats, I honestly don't know what they are. Betty was the one who ordered them. They're nothing too fancy, I don't think. I think they're like foldable bar stools. And then lastly, we have to get our pasta water ready, get it nice and salted, and then make our Alfredo sauce while that's heating up, because that will take maybe 5 minutes, I think. And then boil our pasta off, and then keep our sauce nice and warm, and then toss the pasta up in all of our delicious sauce that we make. And then we're gonna slice our chicken and plate up. So it's gonna be pretty quick today. Not a ton of stuff though, compared to yesterday. Yesterday was kind of crazy. Like I didn't even have time to do a little fun facts with you at all. But I have to say everything turned out super, super nice yesterday, even though I was a little bit rushed. All right, so the recipes I'm using today are posted in Discord. If you want to follow along or cook them up for yourself at a later time, go for it. And those are all my recipes. Unless it's not my own recipe, I'll just post the link to the site. But otherwise, if I type it up, that's all my own stuff that I made up. And typically have not made it before that, so I'm just going by flavors and amounts that I think would work well together. Okay guys, everyone ready for a history lesson today? Oh, Matt, an hour earlier, yeah. So at the beginning of the week, we kind of went through a little kerfluffle because we had daylight savings time already. So 1 hour earlier, we sprung ahead. And you guys don't have it until the 25th, I believe. So yeah, an hour earlier, and I finish an hour earlier as well. So good for all of you Europeans. You don't have to stay up as late to watch. All right, fettuccine Alfredo, or fettuccine al burro, is a pasta dish made from fettuccine noodles tossed with Parmesan cheese and butter. As the cheese melts, it emulsifies the liquids to form a smooth and rich sauce coating the pasta. In other words, it is pasta with butter and Parmesan cheese, one of the oldest and simplest ways to prepare pasta. So obviously very, very simple. I know everyone kind of has their own variation of Alfredo sauce. But giving them heck already, love it. What was the menu yesterday? I did up a boeuf bourguignon, so a beef and red wine stew with root vegetables. And then the veg was green beans and broccoli with lemon zest and parm. And I made sourdough baguettes on stream, and I also made a bumbleberry pie. It was so good, Omat. And all of this was for butt. For our butt. Zoxic. What's up? Welcome back. All right. Alfredo di Lelio gave it this name at his restaurants in Rome in the early to mid 20th century. The dish became popularized and spread to the United States. The recipe has evolved, and its commercialized version is now ubiquitous with heavy cream and other ingredients. In Italy, fettuccine al burro is generally considered home cooking. Fettuccine Alfredo with its cream is just an extremely rich version. Exactly, Omat. She's like, where are these two? Why aren't they in here? It was a good stream. Had to get rid of the thirst. It's fair, Omat. I'm glad you're here for us, though, on Thirsty Thursday. Okay, history time. Fettuccine with butter and Parmesan cheese was first mentioned in the 15th century cookbook Libro de Arte Cocinaria, written by Martino de Como, a northern Italian cook active in Rome under the name Macaroni Romaneschi, meaning Roman macaroni. So that was like the name that he went by as a chef. That's hilarious. Mia, late again. What the heck? You're not too late. I'm just starting history lesson. Alfredo di Lelio, so the guy who originally invented fettuccine Alfredo, invented the fettuccine al triplo burro, meaning lots of cream, in 1892 in a restaurant run by his mother Angelina in Piazza Rosa in Rome. So the piazza eventually disappeared in 1910 following the construction of the Galleria Colonna. I don't know much about that, guys. We're not going to go too much further in that. But all we need to know is that the piazza where the original restaurant was disappeared. According to family accounts, in 1892, Alfredo di Lelio began to work in a restaurant that was located in Piazza Rosa and run by his mother. The restaurant closed in 1910 when the piazza disappeared, and then he reinvented the dish in 1908 in an effort to entice his wife to eat after giving birth to their first child, Armando. What a handle. The love handle. So Alfredo added extra butter to the fettuccine when mixing it together for her, and that's what she was able to eat when she was super nauseous. Alfredo di Lelio later opened his own restaurant, Alfredo, in 1914 on the Via della Scrofa in central Rome. The fame of fettuccine Alfredo spread first in Rome and then to other countries. And then, while on their honeymoon in 1920, Douglas Fairbanks and Mary Pickford, two famous American actors of the silent movies, were in the restaurant and tasted the simple pasta. That day, it was fettuccine. They asked for the recipe and brought it home to the U.S. To express their gratitude to Alfredo and his restaurant, the couple sent a gift of silverware and a photo of the two of them in the restaurant. The gold fork and spoon were engraved with the words, "To Alfredo, the King of Noodles," and their names. Reporters wrote about the gift, touting Alfredo's fettuccine to the Hollywood elite. Many of the Hollywood elite visited on subsequent trips to Rome, adding more photos and cachet to the restaurant. Crowds would gather whenever there were rumors of famous actors eating there. Alfredo's restaurant became a popular tourist destination. Very interesting story behind this, hey? Yeah, the king of noodles. Just a sec, I need to let Doggo out. She's scratching at the door. All right, so in 1943, during the war, D'Alelio sold the restaurant to two of his waiters. In 1950, with his son Armando, Alfredo D'Alelio opened a new restaurant in Piazza Augusto called Alfredo al Augusto, now managed by his niece Inez, so same name as his wife, bringing home the famous gold cutlery from the American actors with them. The dish was so well known that D'Alelio was invited to demonstrate it both in Italy and abroad. So literally, he is the king of noodles. I love it. Fettuccine Alfredo, minus the spectacle, has now become ubiquitous in Italian-style restaurants outside of Italy. Although, in Italy, this dish is usually called simply fettuccine al burro. So, fettuccine with butter. And that's it, my friends. That's our little lesson today. Oh, Matt has a king noodle. So ready for this pasta. What is this? Pasta number 4 that I've made on stream now? I'm currently hoping that I have enough duck eggs to make it too. Yeah, who is the queen of noodles, I wonder? Hopefully we stumble into her along our journey with food. All right, pasta recipe. The same one that I've used the last couple of times. Old school recipe here. Last ingredient is the best. Always have to add some love to it. So I'm gonna do that now in our food processor, not a mixer, and currently praying that we have enough eggs. Betty went to the store, but I don't know if she's gonna be home in time. I mean, I have 8 duck eggs here, so I think we'll be okay. We're gonna make it work. This is the worst part though, because I have to use the scale and now Posh is gonna freak out. Yeah, just make love to the pasta. That's exactly how you add it. So 500 grams of flour going in. Boom. Done and done. Make it spicy. Spice it up a little, Chief. Just a bit. So 185 grams of whole egg. That one looked weird. Okay, that is 225. So I'm gonna dial back the yolks, I think, instead. So what do we want to end up with? 310 grams total. Keep your noodles intact, guys. Holy, this yolk was like stuck to the shell. The hell? She be a little custardy. $2.92. Well, I'm not gonna get that 20 grams. Ah! So I'm just gonna take out a little bit of the flour, I think. Just gonna adjust it myself. Where's Betty today? Yeah, she's out. She is out, guys. We're all alone again. How much are duck eggs? So, Chief, we get a dozen for $6 from just this little hut on the side of the road where we live. And I will not tell you where it is because I don't want to ruin that for us. It's our secret hut. Okay, so we only used 5 eggs. That's good. We still have 3 left over. Did Tristan take her out? Yeah, they're on a date. You miss Mom. No, she's actually out. She worked this morning and then she's picking up a couple of groceries for the weekends for our company. So Sammy is going to make a whole smoked brisket, beef brisket on Saturday for everyone. So I think he has to get up at like 3 in the morning to start the smoker. But holy, it's gonna taste amazing. Yeah, exactly. But for the duck eggs, just go to your farmer's market. That was the first place that we found them here. Like the first year that we moved to BC. So 4 years ago almost now, and we found them at a market, but they were like double the price. So depending on where you live, I guess you may be able to find duck eggs locally or not. Okay, so egg yolks are all whisked up. They're all creamy looking. And we are going to turn this guy on. And with it running, hopefully it works. You know how I dislike this thing. We're gonna pour in the egg. Yeah. First try. Stop it there, and then we're gonna add our salt and oil. Tebow chicken Alfredo. And Thomas says it looks juicy. Draining the dragon. Amazing. Are you ready, Butt? Get yourself ready. We got an influx here. Chat interaction is dead as fuck. No, it's not. But welcome, though. I'm glad you think that. I'm just texting Betty back, guys. She's asking me about something she's picking up. Because she is getting turkey breast and turkey thigh for our burgers tomorrow. So whole pieces, and we're going to use the grinder and do fresh ground turkey burgers. It's going to be so good. You're very sorry. I mean, don't be. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I don't really give a heck. Alright, salt is in. And then I'm going to turn it on again and just drizzle in the olive oil until the dough starts to come together. So it's probably like a tablespoon of olive oil, and then you can kind of see how it looks like crumbly and sandy. That's exactly what you're looking for. And then the food processor won't do too much more to the pasta dough at this point. Like, it's not going to form the ball that we want, so we're going to pour that out onto our counter and just give it a little bit of a knead, like always. Turkey body on bam. Yes, Chief. There's a close-up, so it's all crumbly. All right, guys. Just trying to help it to not go everywhere. And then kind of remember last time we made this, that there was that little bit of flour at the bottom as well. So we're just gonna knead that in. And I think that's the part that's considered the love. Yeah, so could I, Chief. Pasta and rice on the daily. But I think I might miss potatoes though. I do love me potatoes. Will there be a few weeks off the stream when I move? I'm hoping not, but I'm really hoping not because we're moving over the weekend. I will definitely keep you guys updated. Maybe like 1 to 2 days, I'm thinking max at this point. Because like I said, the kitchen that we have, it is move-in ready. Like, there's really nothing wrong with it. Just obviously it's not my kind of taste, but that is going to be the fun part, is that we all kind of get to watch it transform into my dream kitchen, I guess I'll call it. I've been shopping a little bit for some stuff, but we are doing the upstairs kitchen first for renos, and then Sammy and I will kind of get to do ours. The only thing that we might get right off the bat is new appliances, and that's it. Take you guys to a Korean grill for the day? Yeah. Or just do like, yeah, just do some kind of IRL stream where we're out, go out to eat somewhere or go for a hike. 'Cause I'm sure you guys would love to see where we live. It is so, so beautiful. All right, this is coming together really nice. I think this one's gonna be better than the last one I made. Oh yeah, do the Korean grill so I can still pretend like I'm cooking on stream. Hilarious. Just like bring a bunch of salts and oils and stuff. But I'm pretty sure they would like kick me out of the restaurant. Chief, you're trying to gain weight? Yes, my dude. Potatoes, yeah, are so, so good for you. That's a clean starch for sure. All right, our dough is almost there. Squeeze it. I am, man. We're looking for a nice, smooth and shiny exterior, which I think we're there. I can feel my face is a little bit red. Pasta workout. That's where we're at. Nice and smooth, and now it's gonna go into a plastic bag to rest. Hopefully it's big enough. Get in there, dough. Yeah, everyone always thinks it's like such a struggle to lose weight, but they never pay attention to the people that actually try to gain weight. Beauty. Okay, just gonna wipe off my little workspace here and then set a 45-minute timer for myself. We're not losing track of time today. Yeah, just add more fat, but the good kinds, Chief. You get skinny shamed? That's so sad. Doing a little cleanup real quick. You know how it is. Avocado and nut butter, yes, but great choices. This guy is gone. Goodbye. Okie dokes. Time to grate the cheeses. Just setting my timer so I don't forget. 45 minutes and counting. It's so true, Omat. You might hate it now, but you're blessed for the future. If you make it there. Haha. I actually don't have a lot of cheese to grate today. Just this little bit of Gruyere that we have left over. I know, I'm gonna make it stinky. Stinky cheese in the Alfredo. Zoxic, thanks. This angle, yeah, just the eyebrows. Well, it's true, Omat. I don't know if we're gonna live to that time. What if the world ends or something? Ye old box grater. This is my favorite cheese, by the way. I really want a snack of it, but I'm not going to because I don't want to waste any. The most difficult grating ever. Just trying to break it up smaller. If it's not like perfectly finely grated, I'm sure that will be okay because it's just gonna melt into the cream anyways. So it might just take a minute or more longer. You'll survive it, oh Matt. I believe you. I think all of us on here will survive if the world ends. We're too smart. I mean, we might always be on the internet, but I feel like we could easily survive without it. Thick shreddage. This is like the saddest shreddage ever. And I guess I should put some wine into our Alfredo sauce, even though that's not really a thing. But I'm sure it'll make it tasty. The Italians might curse at me though. Kind of cheese. It's called Gruyere. So like an aged Swiss. Just a little bit of cheese. Pashi's still scared of the scale, so I'm gonna go give her a couple pieces to hopefully make her not freak out anymore. Just a stressed old lady. Oh, provolone chief? Yes. She was literally hiding in her kennel. Good girl. Let's go. Come on. Come say hi. Come on. Look at her just like sneaking around. Like, oh God. I'm gonna die, guys. Okay, we're good. Doggo's good. We're surviving. Oniony says hi, but won't come on tonight. That's okay. If he's feeling sick, then tell him to not worry about it. The sickness is going around again, I see. Not fun. Zoxic, who eats the food I make? My boyfriend and my parents, usually. I appreciate that. Tell him I hope he feels better. Poor little onionies. No, but for real though, being sick is not fun. I don't blame him. Alright, not a ton of parsley today, guys. Just a wee bit, but definitely enough for us to make a nice little garnish for our pasta. Add a little bit of green to the plate since we are making cream sauce with a yellow colored pasta and white colored chicken meat. Send some food to the States. I should honestly start. But refrigerated shipping is so expensive, dude. I remember when we used to get gelato in at the restaurant and it was a ridiculous amount to get it in. Those peeps. Barry says they're coming home early, guys. What? I love making jerky. Kate jerky. No, I'll call it neighbor jerky. Hey? Neighbor jerky. Yes, the update to the car chase, but... What a guy. 29 years old. That's a life. Jerkate. Yeah, we'll call it neighbor jerky, and then you can decide if you trust me and want to eat it or not. Just put an asterisk under the title, not people meat. Sweet and spicy jerky, the best. We used to do one at the restaurant with a sweet soy sauce. So the really thick kind of soy sauce. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that. And then just sambal straight, like 50-50 mix. It was so deadly. Are you ever gonna see my boyfriend on stream? For sure, Zoxic. Yeah, you always seem to miss him, I think. Just a typical evening in America. Going for that fine chop, guys. Grass clippings for the win. What is going on with Tristan? I just saw the Discord. Did I eat all the pie? No, we only ate half. There's still half left. It was so good. We had it with some vanilla ice cream. Into our little bowl for later, and then that's gonna go into the fridge. Ta-da! Onionies, you actually made it. Dude. You don't have to feel better, or you don't have to be here. Don't force yourself. We just want you to feel better. Hopefully make it in tomorrow. I can't believe it's already Friday. Just swinging his sword around. Typical onionies. Love it, guys. Okay, I'll try and cook you to sleep then. And I'm just putting the grated cheese back in the fridge for now as well. And now onto our lettuce washing. Yeah, he had to check that he was still mod. He hasn't been here in so long. Maybe I took the sward away. Yeah. Death. Just straight death, guys. Tristan, come back. What are you doing, dude? Will. The hottest Jewish Canadian. That was the greatest though, but. Definitely not Jewish. I've eaten way too much bacon in my life. Yeah, I'm just gonna cook the neighbor to sleep, oh Matt. Just be like, shh, just listen to me cook. And then he'll never wake up. Okay guys, you can't get me going down that road again. I don't want to get like banned for saying creepy ass stuff on here. No more cannibal talking. Okay, just sorting through my lettuce currently. Yeah, it's just a joke, guys. I'm not actually gonna eat anybody. This lettuce is not too bad today. Considering I got it on Monday. I wonder if I kept this thing, if I could start growing lettuce. What do you guys think? Like, would it just sprout out and keep growing? Just keep doing it hydroponically? Who is Alfredo the chicken? Yeah, it's Mr. Alfredo, the king of noodles. That's what we learned. Grow all of the greens. I really want to get an aquaponics system, Chief. You seriously don't know what chicken Alfredo is? Oh.
Hi, Caitlin.
Siri thinks I'm talking to her again. Okay, so chicken Alfredo, basically just noodles with butter and Parmesan cheese. That's the basic way to make it. And obviously it's been adapted in America to have cream in it, which makes it a lot more rich. Just washing up with the lettuce. I'm here though. I think there's probably equal parts lettuce to the rest of the veg for the salad today. It's gonna be so good and crunchy. Nobody wants to touch that, oh Matt. Spin it up. Ripping. Oh, shrimp Alfredo. That's a good one, Chief. Okay, ready, guys? Ah! And you know what's next. Ebola bowl. Interstellar salad, that's right. Interstellar Ebola, more like it. Zoxic, I swear once a day people in my chat say they want pizza or they're eating pizza. It's not fair. But anyways, if you want pizza, well then you might as well make it or order it. I found some mushy parts again. They were hiding. How do you make pizza? Well, first you make the dough, then you make the sauce, and then you decide whatever toppings you want. And then you roll out the dough, heat up the oven to probably 400 Fahrenheit, and then you put the toppings on. First with the sauce, and then usually with the cheese. And then you put it in the oven for like 15 minutes. Pizza stream soon. I will be. Jim also asked me to do a pizza stream, so I can do that again. That'll be the second pizza stream I've done. The first one was like way back though, so I'm sure not many of you even saw it. All right, lettuce is good. Congrats on 200. Thanks, Name Chef. I know, I can't believe I hit it. I'm gonna try and keep with this flow of about 100 followers a month and see if I can do it. Thanks, Onionies. Yeah, the first pizza stream was like before your times. That's when I was still streaming on Sundays. Did anyone find out who iBrick was yet? No. And they sneaky cheered yesterday again. I know, this salad is good. Chief, your first stream with me was on my birthday. Oh my god. That's a good one. All right, we're getting into the rest of our veg here. Timer has still 25 minutes. So let's do this, guys. Keep crushing it. Okay, veg for salad. I have baby peppers and some cherry tomatoes hiding underneath. A little piece of red cabbage that I'm gonna dice up small. And then probably just use this smaller piece of green cabbage too. It better not be a porn link. I need to see this meme. Terrible, oh Matt. But I don't know when you first started off. I'd have to look back. But I think, yeah, within the first 2 weeks. And then Mia's been with me since like around the same time, maybe a little bit earlier than you. And we're still going strong. Time to slice and dice. It doesn't let you open it. I'd opened it effortlessly. Wow, Chessmat. And you know what? This tool is pretty sharp. It can cut you. Let it be known. It's confirmed by scientists. Yeah. Hello, can I ask what sauce if you'll use any with this dish? It will be Alfredo sauce. It is our pasta sauce that I'm making, but right now we're doing a quick little salad. So I'm just gonna dice up the cucumber pretty small. I've cut it into 4 pieces. And we're using a whole cuke here. I'm gonna put lots of different veg. That's why it's called a chopped salad. And typically, what I was looking up when I was gonna make this is it can have chickpeas in it as well. And also red onion if you want, but I didn't have one and I don't want to make, like, I don't like onions in my salad, so I don't want to do that. Oh, and my graphic designer is getting closer on our emotes, guys. So one with doggo in it, and then one is gonna be a hype one. So we can keep that hype going. Yay, Onionies, doing some clips. And then what else? I'm going to start rating people when we're done the stream, just so you guys know. Finally figured out, or actually looked up how to do that yesterday. And since I've been getting quite a few raids lately, I thought I should just pay back the people that have done that for me. Bring my viewers to them. Nice. Have you thought to add a bit of Roman carbonara style into the dish? I'm not making carbonara today, Dan, but definitely will do one on stream with you guys. Like one of my favorite pastas. I've been to Rome, I've eaten it proper, and I think I can recreate it myself. You guys want an eyebrow emote too? We could do that. I can only add 2 new ones right now though. Okay, so cabbage is cut down just a little bit thinner. Like so, and then we're just gonna chop it really nice and fine. That way you don't get just a huge mouthful of cabbage. You get a little bit of all of the vegetables on your fork. Hi. You don't just want one, you need one. Okay. Yes, Dan. I feel you, dude. But this is a dish that I'm actually creating for one of my viewers who was a top cheer a couple weeks back, and this is what she requested. So I'm making this for Booper today, and she wanted chicken fettuccine Alfredo. Chef Canadian thick. Guys, maybe I am the queen of noodles. Maybe it's me. Maybe she doesn't even exist yet. No, that's Betty. Betty's home, guys. Holy! Nice. Can I show them?
Yeah, is that how it should look?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys, I have some meat, but I know you're gonna love this. So, this is a beef brisket. Massive. Like, it doesn't even fit in my camera frame. This is probably one of the biggest ones I've seen. 15 pounds for $62. So this is what Sammy's smoking on Saturday. We actually ordered this from a, I guess, butcher shop that's local. And then they packed it up for us, and then we picked it up today for the weekend. So really, really nice. And briskets are very, very interesting because the meat grain actually goes 2 different ways in this one piece of meat. So you actually have to end up kind of cutting it in half. And then this side, I think you typically slice it this way. And then this side, you slice it the other way. And then this is the fattier side, and this is the more lean side. Little bit of brisket action, guys. Sous vide the whole thing. Oh my God, Gmail. If I had a container, that would be amazing. Microwave it, yeah. I don't even think it would go in the microwave. Guys, this is gonna smoke for like a good 10 to 12 hours. Kate, carrying on. I'm pretty sure Sammy's gonna be super stoked. Oh, and the only thing we season this with is just a little bit of mustard. So Dijon or yellow works. And then salt and pepper. That's it. And it's called Texas style barbecue. Fat sides, I like to do fine cuts. Keep the flavor but not make it heavy. Yeah. No making love first, oh Matt? No, during. The love is definitely during the smoke process. And this is the turkey. Should be enough, I think, hey?
Well, so 2 thighs, skinless, boneless, and half of a breast. It's big. It's like that big.
Or is there more than this? Or
No,
that's it?
that's it.
It should be good.
We could get more.
Nah, that'll be lots. We only need like 4. And here is our turkey for tomorrow. So good. And actually, Gmail, we are feeding a little bit of an army on Saturday. We're having some family over that we haven't seen in a long time. So we wanted to make something really, really nice for them. Smoking and stroking. Yes, Jeeve. Oh, Matt, you said it. Am I streaming on Saturday? No, I don't usually stream on Saturdays. But I'll definitely post photos on my Instagram. That's my main jam on the weekends. I try to spend just like quite a bit of good time with my family and Sam on the weekend instead. And plus it'll be kind of weird if we have people over and I'm trying to stream. I doubt I'll even be allowed to do that. Let's just put it that way. Oh, Matt, you would clip that. I know, Zoxic, I know. But eventually we will do like a brisket smoking stream for sure. Obviously we won't do it for the whole day because we would be on here for like 12 hours or more. But we'll do the whole starting of the grill process and then the steps along the way to make sure that your meat is perfect. Look at this little baby pepper. It's so cute. So we're just gonna cut along the core in the center, and that way we're kind of avoiding any seeds. Like so. And then you just get that little guy, but no seeds on your flesh. That's a nice butcher's knife. This is not a butcher's knife, this is just a chef's knife. But I do have a cleaver. 12-hour stream one day, I guess. We could do like a live feed of the egg outside. This is a knife. Chess. Guys, Italian pork seasoning. Write it down if you want it. Is it legit, Dan? I think it would be a tragedy to season up that brisket with Italian seasoning. We like to do just a proper Texas style barbecue when we do ours. Get that nice crust on there. The bark, as it's called. Tristan, what happened to everyone? What do you mean? We're here. Yes, Omat. The secret ingredient. One more pepper. Omat, be nice. Tristan's sad today. Tress says proper Texas style is at least 12 hours. Yeah, dude. That's why Sam's waking up at like 3 in the morning to start the smoker. The struggle, but it's so worth it. I feel bad, honestly, for anyone that's listening to me talk about this, but not actually knowing what it tastes like. Because you probably think it's overrated, but it'll be the best piece of meat you've ever put in your mouth in your life. Zav, hello. What's up? Okay, peppers. Let's just do a fine julienne here. Practice our knife skills a little bit. Holy smoly. It makes sense. You guys both came back at the same time. I'm upset now. What are you guys up to?
Fridge or freezer?
Fridge. And you know what, guys? The knife needs a little touch up here with my steel. I just heard the sound of the blade kind of skipping off the pepper skin. Not doing it. Yeah. Oh, Matt. I bet you didn't have sushi. You live in South Texas and every guy thinks that they can make the best Bud Light beer or the best brisket while drinking Bud Light? That's sad. I don't think Bud Light actually counts as beer anymore. That makes sense, actually, Omat. I like the description there. Ugh, roast beef. That's terrifying to think of. If it's roasty, there's something wrong. Helicopter, hi! What's up? Sure. And you don't have to take her for a walk. I already did.
Oh, I just took her to the mailbox.
Okay. Helicopter's never tried raw fish in his life? What?
We'll have some ceviche in
Beer is nasty, Zoxic says. Maybe you just haven't had the right kind of beer. I didn't really like beer until I drank sours and Belgian beers. Really nice and floral. Have a lot of flavor to them. Gmail. Budweiser is not even American anymore. I know. Oh, Matt. Helicopter has a phobia of raw meat. Oh noes. Dan's all about that good wine. Good wine and feeling fine. Zav says, what am I making? Right now, I am just putting together a chopped Italian salad. So quite a bit of lettuce. Couple different kinds of veg. I have green and red cabbage in there already. And I'm just julienning some peppers. And the next thing to go in is going to be our cherry tomatoes. And our timer, we have 6 minutes left, guys. I'm going to try and get everything onto this salad, and then we can start rolling pasta out. Zoxic likes Capri Sun. Amazing. I haven't had one of those in so long. A little bit, oh Matt. Like I said, I've worked in kitchens, so I've dealt with all of those kinds of lingos. Does not affect me anymore. Yeah, Chief. You can roll up while I roll out. Whatever you desire. Oh, Dan. You seem to have no faith in my abilities here. I actually like that. You're the only one that's worried about what I'm gonna do. You shall see, sir. You shall see. I know. Look at this pile. Sunny D. So good. You've never had Sunny D on unis? I think it used to be better than what it is now. If I can remember it correctly. This tomato is just like running away from me. But I don't think we ever like had that juice in our house. Like that was not a thing for us. Sunripe juice boxes though. Now those were good. Remember like the strawberry kiwi juices or strawberry banana orange? So good. Tristan, Sunny D and vodka. I can see it.
Oh.
You would, dude. So, are you Italian then, Dan? Is that why you're giving me all this flack today? It's true. Don't even ingest Sunny D. Possibly. Okay. Yeah, he's the proudest. Yeah, Tristan likes beef curtains. You can get AIDS from milk. Okay, now where is this conversation going? How did we get here? Are you vegan? Oh shit. Don't even say that word in chat, but they're gonna flock in. And they're just gonna say, yes, yes I am. Zav with the follow. Thank you. And welcome. Can you get AIDS from meat curtains? I think so. Alright, so tomatoes, I'm just kind of piling on along the outside of this. And then the last thing we have to put on is some pepperoncini. And I'm just gonna slice it up nice and thin and put it in the middle on top of the peppers. Once again, roulette salad. You never know what's in it unless you dig right to the bottom. Like, there's no sign of lettuce even here. Yeah, it's for sure thick. Instead of Olive Garden, it's Secret Garden. Oh, speaking of olives, we need those as well. Calamatas coming up. They are pitted. The biggest jar you've ever seen. Okay, let's take a couple of our pepperoncini out. What is my favorite movie? That's a great question. Oh my god, on your knees. I think like my favorite movie that I would still pick is probably Peter Pan. Like that was my favorite childhood movie. Other than that, like movies nowadays, I don't think I really have a favorite. That is our timer for our pasta dough. So I'm just gonna hurry up and crush this first and then we'll get to rolling. Let's do 5 pepperoncini. I think that should be enough. Don't forget to mix it. Yeah, I'm not gonna mix it until later though. I'm not even gonna dress it yet. We're just prepping it so that we can put it into the fridge and it's ready to go. Peter Pan though, I love Peter Pan. Remember the food fight? Yes, I've always wanted to start a food fight, but never have. Fun facts about Kate. All right, so thinly slicing these guys. You'll probably notice that a lot of juice and stuff comes out of them. It's the good stuff. And we'll keep the seeds in. I'm not scared. Pepperoncini aren't that spicy. They just give a nice like briny contrast to all the fresh veggies. Oh, I do love Spirited Away. That's so true, but I actually just saw that movie like a couple years ago, I think, for the first time. Super, super good though. Spicy juices on the board. Fun facts, Omat. Last day in the house, we need to have a food fight. I don't know about that, Tristan. Yeah. Maybe throw food at the neighbor day. I'd be into that. It's a waste of food. It's true, Matt. Unless it was all rotten for some reason, probably not the smartest thing to do. Lard is pig fat mixed with meat and olives, soaked in butter extract and ground in pulp of an orange. What, Zav? That sounds crazy. Lieutenant with the pro tips, guys. He's not telling any lies, though. Straight up facts right there. Thanks, Lieutenant. I mean, most of these people have been with me for at least a month now, or more. So they know what I've got going on here. Okay, there is the mountain. The salad mountain of happiness. Lieutenant, thanks for the follow as well. So somewhere under there, we have lettuce. Let it be known. Some people like to live on the edge, but... Like this? Yes. Never cut like this. It's very unstable. It all has to do with the wrist. So doing it like this, you can go back and forth, but like this, you're just a lot more stable. It kind of feels weird on your wrist at first, but you get used to it. And then this little groove here is where your other finger goes, and then your thumb kind of just sits on the other side in that groove. And that's the one thing about buying a knife is you should just pick it up and see how it feels in your hand. Because not all knives have the same handle and not all hands are the same, right? So your knife should be comfortable to use at all times. Sneaky doggo feeding over there. Gmate or Gmail, you flambe everything. I love it. Yep, haggis. Never eaten it. Maybe will in my lifetime. But has not happened yet. Okay, I'm just putting away the veg and stuff, and then pasta dough is coming out. Here we are. It's looking so good. Board is gone. Gone, gone. In comes the Mercato, the pasta roller. Betty with the black pants and pink and black socks. Love it, Tristan. Hot dogs are pig paste with watered down pork. Yeah, we all knew that. My family likes to call them lips and assholes or boots, tires, and cars is what's in hot dogs. Gmail, you buy your knives at the dollar store? What are you doing? That's terrifying. I'm surprised you have not injured yourself yet. And Dan just uses samurai swords. He uses swords to cook. Yet he's grilling me on my techniques. I don't know, guys. Seems a little fishy. Gmail. You just sous vide everything? I like it. I've used the sous vide quite a bit on stream already. And I always say it's like one of the easiest things to use. I love it. All right, getting that set up. Good thing I checked, because this thing is not on all the way. I was like, this feels different. There we go. We're good. We're okay. We're gonna make it. Straighten it out. And we be tight. Tight, tight. Ooh, I like Crate and Barrel. All right, guys, so we can use this roller today to make our fettuccine, or I can cut it by hand. It does not matter to me. Go slow and love the pasta. Don't go fast and kill it. I'm not worried, Dan. I've done this a couple of times already. Just a few. Greatest pencil sharpener ever. So first thing we're gonna do is cut our dough in half. So I always like the look of it when you cut it. Focus, camera, you can do it. And then into half again. And then those are more manageable sizes of dough to roll out. And the other pieces are just gonna go back into the bag so that they don't dry out. So one thing you always wanna keep in mind, you never wanna let your dough dry out. Sounds good, Onionies. Glad you were in here for a little bit, dude. We've missed ya. And honestly, hope you feel better in the next few days. Why do you need a clamp for the pasta roller that does things? The thingy mabob. So we use a clamp so that it doesn't kind of fly everywhere on the counter. So it stays in one place and then you don't have to hold it down. So same as every other time when we are rolling out our pasta dough is go to about 1/3 of an inch thickness so that it can easily go through the roller. It's feeling good. It's looking good. I'm into it. Dan with the follow. I guess I'm doing okay then. And roller should always be put back to 0 to start. And then we're just gonna roll it through. And on the recipe that I posted on Discord, I actually put the rolling directions in it this time. So if you guys ever want to attempt this at home, then you don't have to be scared. So we're gonna roll this up to 3, and then we're gonna do our first fold. I'm sure you guys remember this part. What I should start doing in chat is start like grilling you guys about what the techniques are. See if you actually learn anything. So first folds, I had some parsley on the counter that wants to get into my pasta. And then we're gonna fold that in half again. And then this is where your pasta will start to get really nice and even in the width. And then we're going to roll it in the opposite direction of what we last rolled. Holy butt. Okay, back to 0 again. Really important. You don't want to tear your dough apart. We're gonna go back up to 3 once more and then do our second fold. And then we're gonna go all the way to 8. So this is where we're at already. So you can kind of see how nice and smooth it is. Press that down, and then that one down again, and then we're gonna roll it back out. Yeah, Tristan, let's hope for like no floods for at least a little bit, but with the way that our crazy weather has been lately, I don't know if we can even predict anything anymore. Mother Nature is upset at us, I think. All right, now we get to roll it to 8, turning it up. I feel like every time I do this, I just get faster and better at it. Practice may make perfect. Oh my God, Jim, you made it, dude. Yes. Zav says, crank it up. Good, I'm glad it's not just me that thinks that, but the only thing that's bugging me is I keep getting weird stuff in my dough from whatever's on the counter. Can we not do that? That would be good. Yeah, Dan Mundo wants me to slow down. Dano does not know me, though. But he will learn. There ain't no slowing down for nothing. Time is of the essence. It's looking good, guys. Yeah, the weird stuff. It's from the love making. But it's not juicy. It's like dry stuff. Dry bits. We're not gonna go any further into that though. I'll let you think what you want. My speed is intimidating. I'm sorry. I don't want it to be intimidating. Like, I want you guys to be like, yeah, I totally want to make this. But like I said, I've made this, I think 4 times or 5 times on stream now. So I think it would be bad if I didn't get better at it every time, right? It definitely gets more difficult as it gets thinner though, because you're afraid to rip it, right? And then you also don't want it to start to stick to itself. So that's when you have to go a little bit slower. And look at our lovely nudes. We got a hole. I guess good thing we're not making like ravioli today. But other than that, it is so nice. How long did I knead it? I think I only kneaded this for, what, 5 minutes maybe this time? We could use this as an ironing board. Oh, Matt, you like how I deal with topics? I love that. I mean, I'm always trying to be a better host for you guys. Trying to stay active. And I am not even going to put these onto a sheet pan. I'm just gonna flour them and keep them on the countertop, and then we'll roll out all the noodles together afterwards. So just brush a little bit of flour over that. Same with this side, because I'm gonna do a couple of folds. And then obviously we're still going to cover it with a towel to make sure it doesn't dry out, right? It's kind of silly because we're putting flour on it so it doesn't stick, but we're keeping it covered so it doesn't get dry. Doesn't really make sense in my mind. But we got something that looks like this now. So I know you guys can't see that. Yeah, you really don't know the difference in pasta being fresh or dry until you do make it yourself. 100%, but... And I know people like to use flour when they roll out their pasta, but I find that you can't do those folds properly when you do it like that. Because it won't stick the same, right? So... This is my way. I'm sure everyone has their own way though. Spank Sammy with the dry noodle. Tristan, you always want me to be mean to Sammy. Poor guy. Limping, you're here. I just saw you. How long have you been in here? Just comes in. What is a meat curtain? Something like roast beef. Limping, I want some of your fudge right now. Guys, now we know. Helicopter's letting it all out. Yeah, you mean it's not what you get at Arby's? It's not the beef that hangs out of the sandwich? Oh. All right. We're enlightened. It's all good, Limpin'. You guys know I love my lurkers. I quite often lurk in other people's streams while I work. Lurk while I work. It's a thing. All right, starting back at 0. 0 is the hero. Where is fudge made? Everywhere, Chief? But Limping made some last night. Yeah, in her kitchen. Oh my god. Yes, American Pie is like the greatest intro ever. You should watch that, Helicopter. Not the apple pie. Yeah, Chief. Come on down for a visit. We got snacks. Okay, I got carried away. I went till 4. Number 4. Zav says, bye. Bye, Zav. Good to see you, and hopefully see you again in here. Welcome to the Onion Squad. Tristan. No bad things happened to the pie last night. It's chilling in the fridge, just minding its own business. Chief, I love saying oh chit. That was like a thing that I always said in the kitchen because the paper that comes out of the printers when we get an order in is called chit paper. I was just always like, oh chit. Just another one of those kitchen lingo things. Helicopter. Giving her the giggity. Man, that makes me want to watch Family Guy now. It's been too long. Yeah, it's not Thursday if there's no thirst. All right, second fold already. Killing it. I'm pretty sure we do have one of the thirstiest chats though on Twitch. Like on the daily, there is always something sexual being talked about. But you know what? Food is sexy. So it makes sense. I always say it's like the simplest pleasure. Okay, back down to 0, then we're going up to 8. Yes, Limping. Keep those nasties out of here. Helicopter, never be sorry. Yeah, I didn't think you were sorry. You're into that whipped cream and chocolate. No, oh Matt, roast beef, not really a good image. Not a thing. I mean, unless it's cooked properly, but if it's dry, Food during sex? Yeah, if that's your thing. Limping, I love books. I have like 8 new books that I got within the last month that I have to read. Oh, Matt. I mean, you could just hope that it's juicy to begin with, though. You should have chose the right piece of meat. Okay, we're at 7. I would say this is probably one of the easiest pastas to make at home. Either this or like a tagliatelle, which is the thicker noodles. Because you can just cut it by hand, right? Someone should start a book club stream. I'd so be down. I mean, pretty much all I have is cookbooks, though. And honestly, I have not cooked much out of those cookbooks. Some meats look better wrapped up. You mean like in a casing? Your mom collects vintage cookbooks? Oh, what if we did like a cookbook sharing program? Or what if we just used like one cookbook that we all decided on and like sent it to each other and then made a recipe out of it? And like everyone makes either a different recipe or the same recipe and see how it turns out. Okay, another sheet. Woohoo! Now I'm going to fold it up the same way as the other one. And then we have 2 left, guys. That's it. And we're only at 420. Chief 420, light it up. Oh, Matt, she's not in here right now. Yeah, you guys would have heard her like giggling in the background for sure. Fatty bong rips. No, no, no. That's something I can't do. Is do that and then try to cook with you guys on stream. It would take us like twice the amount of time. Be like slow motion cook with Kate. Rye guy, he's in here. What's up, man? Were we not going to pass around the onion? I mean, we can, but I'm just scared that the container will break or something when we send it. Like, it seems much more difficult to send a pickled onion than it does a book. Nice, Chief. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at, too. Not a huge drinker anymore. The eyes are all red as the brows lower. Limping, yeah. What if someone sticks something in the jar and it goes bad? We'll be upset. Tristan loves his edibles. What are we cooking tonight? So right now I'm rolling out some fresh pasta that I made up earlier. And I'm gonna make this into fettuccine noodles to go with our homemade Alfredo sauce and pan roasted chicken. And then earlier in the stream, we put together our chopped salad while the pasta dough was resting. So after I roll the pasta out, I would say we're over halfway of where we want to be. So we're doing really good on time still. Chief, you haven't drank in 2 years? I know, the menu is always in the title. I always laugh when people ask what I'm cooking. But maybe they just like me to say it for them. I don't know. Helicopter, why was that modded? You're eating a KFC 2-piece dinner? Amazing. I don't even know the last time I had KFC. This July. Nice, Chief. That's amazing, dude. All right, before I go any further, first fold. But it kind of seems like you do intermittent fasting, if you know what that is. Where you eat like 1 or 2 big meals a day and then kind of just fast yourself for the rest. It's usually within like an 8-hour window. Back down to 0, hero. You drank since age 8? Oh my god, Chief. Unreal. Oh, don't even be sorry, Ryan. I don't care about saying the menu over and over. I really don't. If you love cooking, you should not have a problem with always talking about the food. See, now you need candy. Yeah, that's the only bad part. Hey, Chief. Second fold. Going down. Yeah, when is that again, Helicopter? Is that coming up? And I don't even know how you do that, to be honest. I think I would die. Oh, wow, Chief. That's good to know. Another person with mental illness in here. Stick together, guys. Oh, Matt. Yeah. Hey, what's that?
But your bag of food will be make sure your food got ordered today.
What?
You made sure Tasha's food got ordered today.
Oh, well,
Who is home? All people, guys.
they already
All
have
people,
it.
so
We made sure.
that lets me know that I don't have to dilly-dally.
So we made sure they did the order.
Otherwise, I would have not got it.
Yeah. That's
Anyways,
great.
I'll send you a photo of the small ones they had.
Okay. Well,
Rye guy was the
right.
host. Thanks, man.
Yeah, so it's that one,
Yeah.
but you have to have a legit one.
I would have been able to
Oh yeah.
If they don't have it, I would do that.
But I used to be binging too. You'll get out of it though. Legend of Kate was the follow. What? Barry the beardless.
Huh?
What's up?
Not much. What you making?
Basta.
Pasta?
So, what happened at work today?
So a bookshelf fell over, and I knocked all the books over, and your dad's coffee over. And then I didn't make a hole in the wall, so that was good.
Oh my god, how many books about?
Like 30.
That's my Barry. Was it fun though?
Your dad had it last.
Yeah? Wait, that's not Sammy. Oh, it is. But have you not seen him without the beard either? This is too good. Who is he? Just passed at a time with the friends. Yes, limping. If you say it with an Italian accent, it sounds great. Okay, we're already on 8 again with this guy. Just crushing it. Sammy got thick chest hair. Yeah, he's German. No doubt about it. He's built to last. You have, but you still can't recognize him. That's too good. Who is that? Who's in your kitchen?
So I think Alex didn't update his phone number for these guys. They phoned me for almost a year and a half. I think. So I think he has a bill for $2,000.
Like a Volvo? What? I'm dying. You guys are too funny. Flour it up. We don't want any of our layers to stick. That's a fact. Yeah, you should have said like a Mercedes.
Oh, the chairs.
All of the things came today.
Yep. It was good stuff. We got the chairs. We're good.
Well, the ones.
Volkswagen puke. Yeah. Choose Audi.
Days,
Let's just be honest.
$5 extra for that.
Did they tell you? Did they send you an email saying that they were shipped?
Well, I saw it.
Do we have IKEA? We do. We do, guys. Good old IKEA, but it's not on the island. It's in Vancouver. So we always have to plan like a special trek over to the mainland. Gotta take the ferry. So it's a good day trip. Audi's the best, I know. We have one. We got one. The last piece of pasta. And then we get to cut the nudes. Just kind of forming it into a rectangle as best as I can before I roll it out.
You're telling him.
I knew you would pop in, oh Matt. That's why I said it like that. Did I hear nudes? Yes. We are making nudes later. IKEA is a great place to check out women. Kristen, do you just like hide in the sets and pretend like and go on dates with people at IKEA? That'd be amazing. Just pretend it's like your own little house. Bring the coffee in. Cook up a meal. Good to go.
bed's there, ready and made.
Yeah, the beds are already there.
I remember the jet. I learned from my mistakes. And he's like, yep, so next time when you see a bookshelf in the middle of the room, you're going to move it out. But I'm
Yeah, why would you get an R8 if it's not V10? Even I know that. That's gonna be your first car, Omet?
Let's do it here. So
Crazy. Yeah, I've always wanted to do that. Just hide out in IKEA overnight. Would be so much fun. IKEA has a dog. What? Okay, let's fold it up. Fold it up. Yeah, that's your goal car. I mean, if you set your mind to it, you never know. Oh, would you guys like to know an interesting story I have? Just wanted to see if someone was watching that probably wouldn't like me telling this, but we're good. Okay. So, in Saudi Arabia, I had some family that lived over there once upon a time. They have at the malls, they have like all of these little reclining chairs set up, and guys go sit in them, and then they get handed like a towel or a blanket to put on themselves, and it's in front of a set of mirrors. And then my aunt told me that what she saw happening under those blankets was something that she's never seen before. So pretty much they set up these chairs in the mall with mirrors in front of them so that the guys can watch all the women in the mall, because that's where they're allowed. And then they actually jack off to them in the mall. Yeah, terrifying. Like, just out in the open. That's a thing. True story. That is the world that we live in, and no one like even knows about that kind of shit that goes on. Can we change the subject? Yeah, right? Well, that's what happens when your culture is so different like that, right? Ah! My little roller. It's coming apart. Very, very different than what I am used to, but it's a story that will open up your mind a lot and make you pretty grateful, I think, about how free you are in life. Limping's never going to the mall again. Yeah, malls will never be the same. Every time you see like the massage chairs, you'd be like, oh no, what has happened in that chair? Well, they're conservative with their women, but the men can do whatever they want. But what are you doing in that blanket? Cool. And they fold apart?
Yeah, not the best quality, but
Oh, chairs aren't the best, guys, but they'll do.
oh, careful, we'll have to put the phone on.
Jelly filled, what's up?
Hi. What you following me for?
That is well, Omet.
Hi.
Jelly, what are you eating for din? I'm excited to hear. Limping, you're looking it up.
They ordered it, so that'd be good.
I'm not making this up, but this was like definitely a couple of years ago. Probably close to like 10, I would say. Here's our fat stacks. Do you even have layers while you layer? Burger King, nice. Nice. Dano, you don't have to lurk. Do whatever you want, dude. I was just grilling you because you were grilling me. You can't dish it if you can't take it, dude. This is the interwebs. I'm just here cooking. That's all I'm doing. Okay, here is our stacks. So we are going to now attach our cutting apparatus onto our pasta roller, like so. It's true, Matt. I actually didn't even see it. Things were happening too fast. And now we're gonna switch our little handle to the other attachment. Just kind of dust off the flour here. And then away we go. Live your life, Dano. You're definitely not rude, that's for sure. Okay, I'm going in. Going in with the nudes. Oh. See? I'm not the one that's gonna get mad at you, Dano. It's the rest of these guys in here that you gotta watch out for. And I agree, Tristan. Somebody shut that dog up. How are these? They be looking good. They feel good. And since I already floured them, I don't have to do that again before I kind of twist them up. And then I'm just gonna lay them on a sheet pan. A lot of people like to use a little like pasta hanging attachment as well. But I don't have anything like that yet. So I'm just gonna ball it up and let it chill out on a sheet pan. Yeah, at least mom's laughing, right? Thanks, Limping. I mean, it's definitely between a fettuccine slash linguine, but it just works so much better using that attachment than trying to do it by hand. Tristan's hungry. What's dinner tonight, man? What's it gonna be? So just gonna do little nests like that on the sheet pan and definitely keep it covered still with our tea towel. Oh, believe me, Dano, I grew up with quite a few Italians, so I know what I'm dealing with here. All right, time for the next nudes. Give a little shake it off. Popcorn and pizza tonight, Trist. Nice. Holy Dan. All right, pasta. Time to meet your maker. Oh, Matt, they're right here. Tristan's willing to send his nudes for you. Boom.
Well, it says it fits all of those. No, it says 6 plus. Yeah.
These are called dough curtains.
6S plus.
I'll let you think whatever you want about that.
And what is
This
this?
is for all plus.
What is this?
Just a 6.
What Caitlin and I have are plus size.
To me, that says 6/6S. 6 or 6S.
Yeah, because they made 6 and 6S plus versions. They didn't make any 7S and 7.
All right, 2 nesties chilling on the tray.
Whatever.
2 more to go. Farah's sellout. What? Say what? Will I keep the pasta at that length to eat? I might. We can get really twirly, or I can cut it in half. But I'm gonna roll it all out at the same time because it's just quicker to do your process like that. And then by all means afterwards, I can probably cut that in half. Make it a little bit more manageable. But there's something really fun about like twisting your pasta around the fork a million times, right? But probably one length of these noodles would fill up one huge forkful, so we can make it a little bit more manageable. We do what we want. You guys know this. Like these ones are really, really long, hey?
You want to get butcher paper? That
No,
no.
actually,
Butcher paper? Butcher shop. Yeah, we're getting some.
no. Right.
Now we're talking about beards. What did I miss, guys? Farrah says sellout and then ditches. I love it, but limping, you want to keep it really long noodles? I'm in. We can play with our food today. I ruined the pasta for you. What have I done, Dan? Where did I go wrong? Bluestone, you didn't even know there was cooking on Twitch. Well, welcome. I cook Monday to Fridays on here. We got a good group. Hope you enjoy your stay. Death, you made it, dude. Wow, those look good. How's it going? It's going good, man. You just woke up? Oh, Matt, growth is important. Yeah, maybe that's how I ruined the pasta. Yes. Instead of using a hair or a wig, if you're missing hair, just do pasta. No problem. We'd have to make like angel hair then. The hair of an angel. Okay, we did it. Angel hair is your fave, but I think that's Tristan's favorite too. Last time I asked you guys. Okay, so now we can pack up our little pasta rolling station and carry on. It's just a little bit floury over here. Actually, quite a lot floury. If I wanted to dry the pasta, would I put it in an oven or leave it at room temp? So that's what I was talking about. People have these like pasta hanging things that just come on a little stand. And then they just hang the pasta off of that to dry it. But honestly, Limping, I just usually take this pasta that I just rolled out and package it up into Ziploc bags and freeze it like that without being cooked. And it works really good. Put salt in the water. It's true, Helicopter. Did you learn that from me? Death's having some wine. Feeling fine. Really important process here, guys. You need to take pride in the equipment that you use, so it should always look brand new, or at least very close to it. Aw, sorry, Bluestone. Yeah, I've been rolling the pasta for probably almost an hour now, maybe 45 minutes. Just chilling, rolling out. And now we get to move on with the rest of dinner. Cook our chicken up. Probably be actually an early end to the stream today, since everyone is here on time. I cut too fast over roll and add none of the juices from the dish into the pasta to season. And I don't show enough passion at the important part of the dish. I haven't even cooked it yet, Dan. Guys, I don't have passion. I'm just gonna quit now.
Okay, so Kathy, the email address I have, you still there? Yep.
Helicopter, this roller I think is about $50 now.
Thompson
And it's in my Amazon gear on my page at the bottom.
GHOMPSON.
Keep all of the toys in the pocket. Oh, gingerberry kombucha. That sounds so good. Shots fired, guys. Dan is hardcore, it's true. Just go like this. Just brush it off.
Or
No, I can't do that one on stream. I'm here for the internet fame. Yeah. I'm not here to cook, guys. I'm just here to look good. Duh. Polish, dude. You crushed it. Crazy cardio sesh.
Here,
It's true, Omat. He wasn't there for that part, I don't think, though. Dan will never understand what we've gone through with this pasta. Dab on the haters. Dab. I actually don't know if I've ever dabbed in my life.
coming to you.
Dab. Dab.
There you go.
I look like someone familiar. Hey, Jim, you're still here.
Okay.
What's this?
All right.
This
No
is
worries.
on the counter.
Thanks,
I
Kathy.
think I might need a little snack.
it's new. I found it.
$90.
It's new. Hello.
Since October.
Yeah, she gave me her email address. She spelled it out for me. So it's Thompson
Yeah.
without a P.
She's rolling. She's ironing on the pasta board. I get it. I was like, what is wrong with that photo, Jim?
Spell it out for me. I had it on my email and I haven't been able to find it. And you forgot my phone number too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Best part,
My email address.
the gooey center.
Only 90 bucks.
Except I get famous off of cooking and you die streaming Fortnite. Hilarious, Ryan. I'm not here to get famous, guys. I'm just here to cook and have fun. Whatever happens, happens. And I just take it day by day. Tristan. Always looking at the boobies. Alright, we're cleaned up. The masses of flour have been dealt with. Yes, helicopter. That's what Sammy likes better too. Ferrero Rocher, that's where it's at. That dough was the pasta that I rolled out. That's amazing, Jim. Alright, let's get our chicken out. And I'm gonna get out actually the rest of the Alfredo sauce ingredients. So there's our chicks. And this is for you, Tristan and Butt. I might be using a little bit of the Olive Garden recipe. I'm going there. Because they're dirty and it sounded good. We got our parms. Little bit of cream. Death, I'm a celeb now, deal with it. Craziness. Guys, would you watch Dan cook this though? If Dan streamed and cooked this, would you actually watch it? Polish had an omelet today. I'm just gonna go grab some garlic from outside. Most of the recipes I looked at were calling for like garlic salt or powder, but I was like, well, why didn't I just use fresh? So we'll use a couple of fresh cloves today. What? That's amazing, Ryan. I love that. Like I said earlier, we are gonna go raid somebody today before I get off, and we're gonna have fun with it. I'm going to the kitchen with limping. Yeah. Tristan, you only poop 2 times a week? You might want to get that checked. I'm a little bit concerned for you right now. You're a little bit backed up, dude. Maybe lay off the cheese a little bit. Dead. I am dead. Okay, we have our butter is in our pot behind us. You know where it lives. And if you don't know, well, you will soon. We have our cream right here. Salt and pepper is behind. Garlic. Parmesan cheese. So one is grated fine and one is not, but we're just gonna use it all. And then our Gruyere cheese that we grated up earlier. Probably half a lemon for juice, and that will cut all of the richness out. And maybe a little bit of cream cheese to make it super, super creamy. And that's it, guys. All we have to do is season up our chicken now. And then prep the sauce and get the water going for the pasta. No, we're not going from poop to roast beef, oh Matt. What? Tristan, why do you always blow us up with these new things about you? You can't just say that in chat. Yeah. Shout out to Tristan, he's a survivor. So let us, first of all, switch over our cameras.
Did she pay you? Did she pay you?
Yeah, she sent me a check. I don't know. I just said, she said, oh,
In the mail?
I don't care, whatever. It's $8.
Good. And this is our water for our pasta, so let's fill that up now. That way it's ready to go. Oh, Matt. Aw. Sending love to you, oh, Matt. R.I.P. to your mama. That shit is the worst. No, exactly, but streaming is not an instant thing. Definitely not. You have to be very consistent. Let's get our salt into here. Like a tablespoon and a bit. Like I always say, it should taste like the sea. Oh Matt, that's really, really recent. A year? My dude. Tristan, what the heck, man? What is going on here? I'm gonna turn a light on or two. It's been really nice and sunny though today, hey? No lights yet so far. Just getting out a sheet pan for a chicken. And I'm going to just get a little bit of paper towel so that we can get it all nice and dried off. That way it'll sear up really nice. Okay guys, I'm gonna be seasoning this chicken while we keep talking about this sad stuff. Cancer is seriously terrifying. Couldn't even imagine. Yeah, this chat went a very different path, Omat. Maybe we should have stuck to roast beef. So I'm just gonna pat off these pieces nice and dry. It's all about the chicken skin, guys. Yeah, your country really does need to get their healthcare together. Oh, Sammy, I showed them the brisket. There was some brisket hype for sure. And you know what, guys? I'm gonna go for a quick bathroom break.
Salt and pepper in the chicken.
Okay, I'm here. Trying to catch up. The drumstick though, I know. Look at those chicken legs. And these were all pieces that I just took off of a whole chicken. Obviously it was two different chickens and I froze the other two legs. Gonna use that OG salt and pepper, seasoning the skin. That's gonna help it to crisp up a bunch as well. And these are pretty big pieces of meat, so I'm gonna go pretty heavy on my seasoning since I'm only gonna do the one side. Could I shout out your YouTube channel? Tibby 2 Stacks. I'm not a huge YouTuber, but there you go. Sammy, are you helping?
Yeah.
Guys, Sammy's helping on stream today. First time ever. Sammy, are you hungry? Is that why you're helping? It's 5 o'clock. Get that pepper.
Help.
Okay, the real chef is in the kitchen with me today. I'm just the sous chef. That's a fact. That is a fact. Sammy's always been the chef. I've always been the helper. But that's how I learned a lot of things. It's true. Tinder for sure. For sure a shout out.
I got my towel. White flags.
Okay.
White flags.
That's Hibbs. Alright guys, we got a YouTuber in here. Tibby 2 Stacks wants a shout out. I don't know what else he wants, but he just keeps saying please.
Can I have a wine glass, please?
Yeah.
What is Tinder? I've honestly never used it. I've never swiped anywhere. Ain't nobody got time for that. Yeah. Can you follow me on Yahoo, please? Yeah, what is Yahoo though?
I don't even know what that is.
I know what that is.
OG.
Are you cooking there?
Yeah.
Only one tuber allowed per
Means
chat.
we'll be separate by 6, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Matt, you found grill on Tinder? That's amazing. I've not heard many good stories from that app.
Well, it's like
Cut out in there.
it's 5:10. Chicken's gonna take like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Chicken is not going to take 45 minutes. Beat 'em up.
Beat up.
Frosty.
Beats on beats.
Welcome and thank you for the follow. Just smashing that garlic. You know what it is. What's up, Omat? Why are you saying well? Because my stream just got taken over? Yeah, shameless. Actually, very selfish self-promo. Because I don't think he's going to shout me out on his YouTube. Welcome, Frost. Always good to see new people in here. Give him crap, Death. Okay, so, little update here. Barry has turned the oven to 425 Fahrenheit, and we're going to finish the chicken in the oven, pan searing it first in our cast iron pans, Did you use grapeseed oil?
Yeah.
Use grapeseed oil, so you can use whatever vegetable oil you want. And we are searing the chicken skin side down to start, and that is gonna help get a really, really nice crispy skin on the outside. Yeah, but you missed someone trying to sell us a mixtape, and Sammy has taken over Cook with Kate. We got a berry stream going on now. It's what you guys have always wanted. Tristan says, I thought your kids were 7-Eleven. They're twins. Dead. You guys are killing me. Alright, all of my sauce ingredients are going over here.
What pan do you want to make the sauce in?
You want to just use one of those?
I'm transferring
I
all
don't
the
have
chicken
to
to
use
the
that.
cat.
Okay.
So,
Okay, so we're gonna make the sauce in the big blue pan. This guy right here. After the chicken's cooked. And after the chicken has been seared, we're gonna put it skin side up on this tray. Pardon me. Or right there. Well, oh yeah, there's Chardonnay. Or did you throw it out? This is my opportunity to spank Sammy with the noodles. I think so, Tristan. What is going on here? My homie Marquise got fired from McDonald's the other day because he was putting his mixtape in people's Happy Meals. He took over because I was being vulgar, spreading the beef. Now we have no beef going on in here today, guys.
Chicken. Got lots of chicken.
Yeah, we got chicken.
Beef was yesterday.
Sammy has a funny mixtape story from Vegas. No?
No.
Okay, so first time in Vegas, we're walking down the strip. This is like the first 20 minutes, probably. Someone stops us on the strip and is like, yo man, you want to check out my mixtape? And Sam's like, okay. And so then the guy asks him what his name is, and he says Sam. He writes Sam's name on the disc, aka a CD, old school. And then the guy asks Sam for money, and he won't give him the mixtape for free. And so Sam's like, I'm not gonna give you money for this. Like, this means nothing to me. I don't even know if there's something on this CD. And so the guy literally just scratches out Sam's name on the CD and carries on to the next person. Need a spider.
Look at the color on the chicken. Look at it. Look at it.
Holy! Those are some boobs. Yeah, Vegas fail for sure. It was after that he learned that nothing in Vegas is free. You miss cooking or something?
Nope.
No? Never?
Already did it.
What?
He's hungry.
We hungry?
You can make the chicken in the pan,
Boobs? Yeah, we're talking about boobs.
and then you can deglaze the pan.
Okay. So boobs are coming out, guys. Just look at that beautiful skin that we have created here. Going onto our sheet pan. Same with these ones?
Nope.
No, not yet. Okay. And next step is we're gonna take this lovely Chardonnay and deglaze the blue pan. But honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna do that yet because I still have to saute the garlic and stuff. So I'm just gonna add some butter to this.
Yep.
A disgusting amount of butter. Chicken bobs. Everyone show your bobs. How much butter? That much. Because this is what Alfredo is. Pasta with butter and Parmesan. I shouldn't be adding the cream or the cream cheese or anything like that. And we also need to make enough sauce for like 8 servings. So yes, it's gonna be dirty. Oh yeah.
It's not ready.
Look at that butter. Now I'm gonna mince the garlic into the pan. But what did you say? Oh, one day for touching bobs.
I got a really good sear, so I'm good for temperature.
Okay, can I get an update on the oven temp, please?
So I turned the oven down to 350 because I got a really nice sear, so I don't really want to wreck the sear.
You don't want to make it too dark.
Right.
Sounds good, Sammy. Shake Bob on stream. Please do it. Love it. Love you guys. We were talking about the chicken boobs, and then we had to take it too far.
That sounds really good.
Hey, garlic is all roasty and toasty, so next thing we're gonna do now is add the wine. We don't want to brown our garlic too much here. Yeah. This one too. We're gonna deglaze this pan too.
And oh gosh.
Oh gosh. We're gonna burn it down. Wine? I'm here. Cheers, Death.
Okay.
What do I have against the brown? I honestly have nothing against the brown, Chief. Just Alfredo sauce has to be really nice and light colored. Here's Louis. We're trying to keep the sauce really nice and light in color, so as white as possible. That's why we didn't take the garlic too far. I've never seen like a caramel colored Alfredo sauce. Right, but we got so much racket in here. What's going on? We're wild. Alright, so that is reducing really nicely. I'm going to add the cream cheese into here next. About 1/3 of a cup. And get that melting in. How long on the chicken?
20 minutes.
Should I set a 10-minute timer? Okay. 10-minute timer on the chicken, guys.
Straight. Give you guys a second.
The stove fan is so annoying. We're almost done. We're good. Just we don't want chicken oil and stuff going everywhere in the house. Everyone's upset.
It's so noisy.
We're good, guys. We're good. We got to adapt to change. All right, let's keep whisking this in, slow and steady. See what I mean, guys, is that the color is like really caramel colored. But we have so much flavor built up in there, so I don't even care. Yum. Sounds good, Jim. Thanks for stopping in again, bud. Have a great night. What?
What?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Are you good?
Yeah.
Who's not good?
Everyone's good.
Okay.
What's up?
Stream's yours now.
Just comes in and ditches. You didn't even say bye.
Bye.
Just ghosted.
I'll say bye.
He's like, yo, shout out to my YouTube. I'm out.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't shout out to anybody. What? Bye, everyone.
Okay, next thing going in is our cream. Yes. How much? Let's start with about a cup and go from there. Okay, our sauce is getting lighter in color. We're gonna be okay, guys. Maybe just add a touch more. You always wondered why your mac and cheese tastes like raw flour, because you didn't cook the roux. Get out, Sammy. You guys are the greatest. Yeah, cook it until it smells sweet, or between like either 10 to 20 minutes it usually takes to cook out the roux. Oh, Matt, what? You missed so much. We're upset. The chicken is in the oven, my dude, and we added some butter to the saucepan and then minced a couple of garlic cloves into it. Let them just cook until they were golden brown, and then I deglazed the pan with some white wine and then stirred in about a third of a cup of cream cheese until it was melted, and then I just poured in about a cup of cream. Stream sniper, yes. Doesn't the butter burn? Nope. Yeah, we have T-minus 5 minutes right now on the chicken in the oven. Alright, our cream is bubbling away there, so now it's time for us to whisk in all of the cheeses. It's gonna get cheesy up in here. Yeah, shirtless stream for the guys equals a ban. And not a thing that I would do. I'm going to leave a little of the fine grated parm just for garnish later on. We're not going to use all of it right now. And then in goes the Gruyere that I shredded earlier. And then all of the parm flakes. It's getting cheesy, guys, and it smells really, really good. So this is going to help to thicken the sauce right away. And you don't really have to reduce it either. Just as long as all the cheese is melted in and it's nice and smooth. So you can see the texture of it. It's a cheese. Okay, that is smooth, so I'm just going to turn off this pan now. We're not going to keep cooking it because I don't want the cheese to burn to the bottom. And then also the pasta's not cooked, so we'll turn the pan back on when we cook the pasta. And then we'll toss it all together. Mia wants a low-cut shirt. And Chief, you're always with the hot sauce, man. Pepper jack cheese. It doesn't go in Alfredo, but that would be so good, Chief. Yeah, you guys need to cook this. Like, look at that. Cheesy webs. Cheesy webs. Totally gonna like the whisk. That actually tastes perfect. It's like a little bit garlicky, and then not like super, super cheesy. It's more just creamy and rich than anything. Tastes like a proper Alfredo to me. If you guys get out of control, let you know. You're good. Never worry about that. Don't worry, you'll know when I have to take my sword out. Oh, fettuccine Alfredo is not good for you. Not good at all, but it's so tasty. It's a meal that you would make for your grill. For sure. It's not hard. Like, you could easily just buy the dried fettuccine noodles and whip this up within 20 minutes. Yeah, it's good for your soul. Oh, you know what we still have to do? Is make our salad dressing. I keep forgetting to do this. You should probably make this for the grill. She would love it. Okay, salad dressing. Just gonna grab a bowl out. And our water is not boiling just yet. here. Come here. Back it up, right there. Let's check the chicken. See what temp it's at. And then I'll adjust the timer after that. I'm gonna check both the leg and the breast because they're gonna cook at different times, I think. What, you won't see her for 2 weeks? Yeah, try it out for yourself first. You can just put it there if you want. On top of the pan. We're looking good. Boob is at around 120. And then when you're checking a chicken leg, you always want to go close to the bone. Leg is, it's saying around 130. Like 135.
7 minutes.
So 7 more minutes, guys. And that's it. Going back in. And then you know that that stuff has to rest before we cut into it. Keep all those juices happy. Zoxic, is that my boyfriend? It is. Yeah, you finally saw him. Oh no, back to Arby's. Terrified. Alright, I need to get out for the dressing red wine vinegar, some olive oil, dried oregano, and basil. Put it in front of you already. Which I think I'm just going to use Italian seasoning for this instead of the oregano and basil. Fresh lemon juice, 2 garlic cloves, some Dijon mustard. Death. I mean, last minute struggles are good. It just makes you think faster and better. No lemon salt? Not today, man. Do they have Sizzler here? I don't think so, Trist. Yeah, lemon juice. So this was one that I zested, I think yesterday. So now I get to use the juice. Won't lemon juice split the sauce? Not if we're using mustard, which is our emulsifier. So everything is gonna go into the bowl. And then we're just gonna whisk it up real quick, and it should come together really nice. So these garlic cloves are pretty big, so I'm just gonna use 1. I don't want to overpower the salad. A 100 mils of red wine vinegar. Oh no, there's a fly. I hate flies. Flies are the bane of my existence, you guys. Only Moses can split the sea.
When I close the window.
Like we just. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
The ingredients at hand.
yeah, then I really don't know where you
I don't know, something like that. Go get it.
I always like to just use double the amount of olive oil as vinegar instead of doing like triple. I like my salad dressings more tangy than like oily. Flies are extra protein? No. Never. Finally, this water is almost boiling. What I'm gonna do is switch that pot to the different burner. We're gonna move it up to the front because it's hotter. Let's get boiling. Parked here through dinner for the numbers. Amazing. So a couple of teaspoons of Dijon mustard is going to help your dressing stay together. And your oil and vinegar won't always split all the time on you. Yeah, you should have 2 usernames limping. One lurking, one limping. Smash that garlic. Handy dandy garlic press. Makes life so easy.
It's not mine either.
Helicopter loves watching Guy Fieri. That's some good late night TV. I won't deny that. Perfection for a lemon. This is the world's smallest racer. It's just a garlic press. Do you not have one? Okay, lemon. It says 1 tablespoon. I think I'm just gonna do half of this. Keep it nice and fresh. Don't get any seeds in there. I think I might have gotten one. Roulette seed in the dressing. And then for herbs, that's our chicken. 2 teaspoons-ish of this. I think I might go with 1.5. Let's check our chicken. Pasta is moving over. We're almost boiling, so that's perfect. Oh, hello there. Hello there, chicken. Just checking the temp one more time. Legs are at 153, so that's perfect. And breasts are the same. So that can just chill on the tray now. For hopefully just a couple of minutes until we boil our pasta off. And then we're set. I'm gonna is perfect. Let's just quickly finish off our salad dressing. So about 1.5 teaspoons of our Italian seasoning. And about 1/3 teaspoon of salt. Let's whisk this up right now. And then we're gonna whisk in the olive oil. Limping. Just back it up. So yes, this is a lot of dressing for the salad, but it's always good to keep some extra dressing in the fridge, especially when it's homemade like this. Any interesting beverages taken by Betty or Sammy? Betty, what are you drinking? She's drinking a Sauvignon Blanc right now, and the guys are not drinking anything. Sammy's playing Fortnite. This is where we're at. There's still a little bit of oil on the outside, but I'm okay with that. If you wanted it perfect, just throw it in the blender. Let's get a taste test real quick. It's proper. It's got some zing, guys. Okay, now it's quick time. We're gonna put the pasta in the water and bring everything together. You guys ready for the noodle drop? All of the nudes. Okay, let's give this a quick stir now. Just to make sure it's not sticking.
Does Francois have time? No.
Let's get this last one in. And this is gonna take about 3 minutes. You still wanna cook it al dente, especially because we're gonna be tossing it with the sauce. So we're gonna undercook it just a little bit so that it soaks up a little bit of the sauce later on. Really important step. And then let's get this guy on to a nice low heat, just getting it warmed up. And then the last thing to finish our Alfredo sauce is just a little bit of lemon juice. You're gonna stream snipe him? Amazing. Oh, ginger beer is so good. So good. See where we're at. Just pinch off a little piece. Ah! Get back here. I actually think we're good, guys. Look at this. Craziness. I'm gonna need some tongs to get this into the pan. It just keeps coming. And don't be scared if you get some of the pasta water in your sauce. That's a good thing. There's a piece of noodle on the burner that's like burning. You guys ready for the towels? Nestle it into our sauce. This looks so dirty. That sauce consistency though, we are not lacking at all. Turn that guy off. You good, guys? And then just a little squeeze of lemon juice. And I'm just gonna taste it for seasoning. But I doubt it will need salt. I really do. Pretty perfect to me. The only thing that I'm going to do is a little bit fancy is use some bacon flavored salt that I had stashed away. Sounds good, but thanks for chilling. Hopefully see you tomorrow and have a great night. Pull out the lemon pepper. Never. I swear I'm gonna use it though one day. I will. Just not yet. Gotta calm your ish. One last thing to do is just cut up one of the chicken breasts. But let us get our pasta into the bowl. Good. I'm just grabbing a bunch with the tongs and then twirling it around. Like so. And now the slice. Holy. Just a little bit of juicy chicken. Just a bit. Try and get that to focus. That's perfection, guys. Death. We died and went to heaven. Now just drape your chicken boob over your Alfredo. And then all I have to do is grab our parsley and totally munching on these little pieces. Just tried it. The seasoning is perfect on the chicken. So like I said, just a little bit of greenery on our dish to kind of combat all of our white going on. Some fine herbs. And then maybe just a little sprinkle of cheese on the sides on the pasta. And call it a day. Yum. Well, let's grab our salad out of the fridge. The massive, massive salad.
Salad for the neighbors.
Salad for all. And just gonna grab a scoop kind of off the side. Because we always leave the dressing off of our salads when we make them, so that way if there's anything left over, it's not gonna get all wilty in the fridge the next day. Couple of pepperoncini on there. And then just a little ladle of our dressing. Nice fresh salad to go with our not so healthy chicken Alfredo. Italian chopped salad, guys. Okay, let me take a photo of these first. You know how it goes before I dig into it and ruin it all. And then it's taste test time. There's cabbage in there. And if you guys wonder why I always take my photos over there, it's because it has the best lighting. That is key. Yeah, doing it for the gram. You know it, Mia. All right, we going in. Yum. The little lemon juice at the end made this so perfect. Before it was almost like too rich and garlicky, but it's definitely balanced out now. And totally gonna take the best piece of chicken, all of the crispy skins. Mmm. Love the contrast of the chicken skin to everything else. Just gives like a really nice different texture to the dish. But by all means, you can eat chicken or use chicken that has no skin on it, if you're trying to be healthier. And I'm just getting a little mix up on my salad, and we'll take a nice bite. Trying to get some cabbage, a couple of peppers, tomato, olive, and a cucumber. I'm gonna eventually stuff this into my face. Love the olives, guys. It's like the best part of that salad, just a little bit of briny saltiness compared to everything that's really fresh and crunchy. All right. Mom is wiping or going like this with her hands.
I don't want it to be cold.
Let me just find someone to raid real quick, and we're gonna get in there and call it a day. So thanks everyone for watching again. Always good to have you in here, whether you're old or new. You know I love all your faces, even though I don't know them. Who is on though? The only person I'm following right now that's on is Ninja, who has 68,000 viewers right now, guys. Chef de Partie. Let's do them then, Death. Okay, we're gonna go raid Chef de Partie. Thanks all. Love you. And this is for you, Booper. I know you didn't get into this, but if you watch this over, just know that I made this for you. Chicken fettuccine Alfredo. And see you guys tomorrow. Happy Friday almost. We're going in, guys. You ready? We got the countdown up. Peace, Chief. Yep, stay thick, my friends. Bring them onions. Yeah, everyone spam your onions in chat when we get there. It's a must.